Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here, and welcome back to a new Ninjago discussion video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about another lost Ninjago season/story thing that is definitely confirmed to be canon, and I'm not quite sure how to feel about that, honestly. I was basically doing research for a different video on the actual Ninjago wiki itself when I came across something that I have not thought of in a very long time, and that is Ninjago Realm of Shadows. Now, if you don't know what Realm of Shadows is, well, let me enlighten you a little bit. Basically, it's a Ninjago puppet show that took place at some Legoland somewhere, some sort of adventure theme park thing, similar to Legoland if it's not Legoland in the first place. And it's essentially a story, and we'll read through the plot here in a minute, but it's written by Dan and Kevin Hageman, directed by Dan and Kevin Hageman, and is in fact canon to the actual Ninjago TV story. This takes place in between Season 6 and the Dark Island trilogy, which I did a video on a while ago. If you've not seen that, go check that out. And that takes place in between Season 6 and Day of the Departed. So kind of three little stories intertwined here, all taking place in between Season 6 and 7. But let's go ahead and talk about this one, The Realm of Shadows. So again, this is a puppet show, and it's actually, performed live on stage, hence Realm of Shadows Live, that whole title. And yeah, it's canon to the TV show. So let's go ahead and check out the actual plot of this alleged, canon addition to the actual TV series itself. Kai and Nia are seen training when a teapot of traveler's tea appears, as well as a mysterious egg. Kai then drops the egg and it hatches into Bandit. Then Klaus is seen in a shadowy temple and has somehow escaped the cursed realm and is planning to plunge Ninjago into darkness by using Bandit, a young yin-yang dragon, to complete its spell. Klaus tasks his shadow minions to capture Bandit. Kai and Nia are seen following Bandit when the Destiny's Bounty appears and they board it. Lloyd, Cole, Zane, and Jay then appear. Zane tells them it's a yin-yang dragon. The ninja take out their elemental blades as the shadow minions start attacking. The shadow minions take Bandit away, so Kai and Nia jump off the ship and fall into the toxic bogs. They find a trail of Bandit's shed scales and follow it, also deducing it is Klaus behind all of it. They find that the trail ends at a shadowy temple and press down on 3 pressure locks, and it opens the door, releasing a flood of water which Nia directs away from them. They hear the ceremony starting and they run into the temple. As Klaus starts the ceremony, they try to free Bandit, but he refuses because he was turning into a shadow dragon. They fight off some shadow minions and encourage Bandit enough that he turns into a light dragon. The temple turns to crystal and Klaus runs off. Bandit starts flying around and the rest of the ninja appear. They find out that the traveler's tea was destroyed and are stranded there. Then they realize that they can all combine their spinjitzu and return home. They combine their spinjitzu and they return home as planned. So that's basically the overall plot of the Ninjago Realm of Shadows story, and, I'm not really too entirely sure how to feel about it. Again, regardless of it being a puppet show and being basically a live stage adaptation meant for younger Ninjago fans, let's go ahead and talk about the actual content itself. Say if this was an actual TV series and actually was some sort of mini-episode, much like Day of the Departed, would it be good? Honestly, I can't really tell. From what it sounds like in this actual plot breakdown itself, there is a lot of plot holes going on here. I mean, the fact that all the ninja can combine their spinjitzu and get out of there just fine seemingly fixes up many plot holes throughout the series, as the ninja have been trapped in many realms throughout Ninjago's lifespan, but that's basically thrown out the window then. Also, going back to the actual yin-yang dragon itself, we never see that in the show anywhere. That's never mentioned at least once. Klaus is back. Now, the only thing I can actually see of, this being accurate was Klaus was in Skybound, and he was also in the Dark Island trilogy series of comic books. If you've not watched my video on that, go check that out, because I talk about how Klaus is the main villain, and essentially Klaus seems to be up to no good in these side stories for Ninjago. I have a feeling that, Ninjago just likes to make him a side villain. He works really well as a smaller scale villain, don't get me wrong, but this entire story itself, not quite sure how to feel about it. Again, a lot of it doesn't make too much sense, and in my opinion, there really isn't a lot here to confirm that it actually is in line with the story. There's not a lot here that actually confirms that it is, in fact, canon, except it was confirmed by several people that work on the actual show and by several people that actually had a hand in making this, so I don't know what to tell you guys about this. If no one had actually said anything about this being, in fact, canon to the actual TV show, I wouldn't think anything of it. I would just think maybe it's another Legoland stage production, because we know that those are always show accurate, right? Those always have very high quality information that's always extremely accurate and 100% right 100% of the time, except not really. I mean, this actual Realm of Shadows story itself could sound cool on paper, but maybe it might need to be tweaked a little bit to actually fit the current narrative of the Ninjago story if they'd like to go ahead and revisit something like this in the future. So that being said, that'll just about wrap it up for this video. Just kind of wanted to make a video talking about the Realm of Shadows because I have never really done a video discussing it before, and I always like looking at Lost Ninjago seasons and concepts, so here's another one to actually add to that playlist. So once again, guys, let me know down below in the comments what you think about this Realm of Shadows story. Do you think it could have worked as an actual season or an actual story in the TV show? And what do you feel about it being technically, I guess, canon to the TV show itself? Let me know all your thoughts down below regarding that. I look forward to reading what you guys come up with. With that being said, guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including the Marvelous Jan. Thank you so much for pledging to the $10 here. As such, you will receive a spoken shout out and a written shout out at the end of every video, plus additional early access content on the Patreon page from time to time. Thanks a lot for watching once again, guys. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.